Hi, I am Krishna Raju. I am working as an open source developer for past 4 months in 10th Planet Technologies organized by ChipKids. Today my topic is creating an editable cell in Adobe Flex. Creating an editable cell. The data grid, list and tree controls include an editable property that you set to true to let users edit the contents of the control. By default, the value of the editable property is false, which means that you cannot edit the cell. For a data grid column, setting the editable property to true enables editing for all columns of the grid. You can disable editing for any column by setting data grid column dot editable property to false. Your list-based controls can use the default item editor, text input control, a custom item editor, or a custom item renderer as an editor. The renderer is editor property of the list-based controls determines whether you can use an item renderer as an item editor. Creating an editable data grid control in Flex. When working with editable data grid controls, there are three events which can be useful: item edit beginning, item edit begin, and item edit item edit end. Example: now we can see creating an editable data grid control in Flex. Now I have created creating an editable cells in data grid. Now I have created one data grid as a item id as a data grid, data provider as array collection, editable as a true, row count totally as a 8 rows, and I'm create editables as a item edit begin equal to add event, item edit beginning add event as event, item edit end as an add event as an event. So I'm creating a data grid column and data field as a label and another field as a score. For first label field I am editable as a false and another one as a true. So I am creating another data grid id as a events data grid and data provider as an events array collections, item renderer as a mx controls dot label. Totally I am creating 5 columns like data field as a column index and data field item renderer reason row index and types and all. Now I am getting this as an array collections. So totally array collection id as an array collection, label as creating an editable property as a student a, and score as an 85. It is editable by creating a true editable property. Now the event are under and calling function of private function add event as a data grid event, void events array collections and add item events. So now I am clearing some events handles are cleared by clear events as a new array collections. Now I am running this items. See, totally now I have created two great data grid columns, one editable as a property. In this data grid column, the event and also call in this data grid. Now I'm changing 85 as a 100. See, now in this data grid, item edit begin is item edit beginning event is handled and item edit begin event is handling. Now I am click this out, item edit end will be taken place. Now I am clearing this data grid also, it will be clear this data grid. So we can explain all this totally 8 rows and all. Now another time I am explaining this 64. Now see, now row 5 is I am changing this item edit beginning and item edit beginnings are called, and I am changing like as a 100. Now item edit I am changed now and item edit end will be displayed. So this way we are creating an editable cells in Adobe Flex. Thank you for giving this opportunity to explaining an Adobe Flex in creating an editable cells. Thank you.